ultimate rubber world awakening, Luffy's hidden power. Hi everyone, Flying Panda. Like all Devil Fruit abilities, Paramecia types can also be awakened, attain the ability to use the Devil Fruits in different manners than they originally could. The Flamingo String Swing Fruit was the only known canon Paramecia Devil Fruit to be shown as awakening. In this awakening, the Flamingo creates two large masses of strings from the ground near him before swiping at an opponent with them, and even turns several buildings into towering masses of strings before setting them at an opponent. All by using the environment as his source of attack. Now, in chapter 882, we have also found out that Katakuri is also an awakened Devil Fruit user and also has similarities to the Flamingo, and this includes turning the ground into mochi and also being a Paramecia class. Non-canonically, Gil Tessero awakened his Gold Nomi, which allows him to create complex sensory networks of the gold he touches, enabling him to create every movement connected with his gold. Now, this may have given me more evidence of an old theory that I created 2 years ago, that Luffy's awakening would be creating a bouncing environment for him. Almost like being inside a bouncy castle. This will be very difficult for an opponent to move properly and would reduce the impact when Luffy lands on it. A weaker form of this could be that wherever Luffy lands, this is where the ground would have the environment affected. This could lead to traps for the opponents to fall or bounce into. As we know, Luffy sometimes imitates an opponent's attack, like Gear 2nd is the same as CP9's ZORO. I believe Luffy's final attack in an awakened form is to bounce around in such pace where the opponent cannot see him, and then he strikes, just like Bellamy doing it with his Spring Fruit. Luffy must have learned of being aware of the possibility of awakening a Devil Fruit from his 2 years training with Silver's Rayleigh. Rayleigh indeed taught Luffy the basics of Haki, and during that time Luffy eventually perfected this ability. I believe Rayleigh also explained to him about the possibility of awakening his fruit, but due to not being a Devil Fruit user himself, he cannot show it to Luffy. As Luffy has seen both the Flamingo and Katakuri's awakening, their Paramecia fruits, Luffy now knows the possibility and should be able to imitate it. During Luffy's fight versus the Flamingo, Luffy notes that such a feat of awakening makes it no longer appear to be the power of a mere Paramecia. But we've seen throughout the series of One Piece, we know that Luffy loves meat, loves adventure, protects his nakama, and is a genius in terms of fighting an opponent. Also, the rubber fruit is not just a mere Devil Fruit. Shanks and Yonko had this in his possession, and I'm not sure if this has been discussed before, but just for fun, let's say that Shanks never brought the Devil Fruit into the bar with him and left it into his cabin on their ship instead. Luffy would never ate it by mistake, so what was going to happen with it? Was Shanks planning on selling it? Did he have someone in mind to give the fruit to? If so, who? Could it have been possible being for Shanks himself? So Luffy will indeed awaken his new powers against a strong opponent, and like all his new powers, there will be side effects. For example, Luffy shrank when he first used Gear 3rd, and he could not move when he used Gear 4th. At first it would be funny looking and almost rendered useless, but Luffy will use that to his advantage where the opponents won't underestimate him. The Flamingo techniques display a pink or purple aura around the string, so I believe Luffy will have some sort of aura around his awakening as well. When Luffy first transformed into Gear 4th, you could see his Devil Fruit patterns as his aura. Maybe this is a foreshadow. I have other ideas of Luffy's awakening, and the same goes for legendary anime, but we can save that for another day. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Please leave a comment down below. Please click like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda. Oh,
Flying Panda.
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme, explaining due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away, it's so know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, even though I tried. It all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard.